I'm back! Road Rants on Star Wars! If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Road Squadron. Hit the bell to get notifications. Subs are being unsubbed. Thanks, YouTube. I just finished Ivan Ortega's The Last Jedi re-edit. What I will tell you is, The Last Jedi was 47 spots behind The Phantom Menace as my least favorite Star Wars film. And now it's like 2 spots behind The Phantom Menace. He made a film, the original, if The Last Jedi was on fire, I wouldn't piss on it to put it out. He made this film watchable. He took out all the cringy humor. He put in Luke's green lightsaber. He added Admiral Akbar in lieu of Admiral Holdo in the scene where the ship goes light speed into the Superstar Destroyer, or Snoke ship, if you want to call it that. What I will tell you is the middle of the second act through the end was much more enjoyable than the original version. One of the scenes I hate in The Last Jedi the most is the Praetorian Guard fight scene. And when Duel of the Fates kicked on, I was like, whoa, that shit was ice cold. It made that scene 100 times better for me. It did. I was like, wow. And he added in the Luke mourning Han scene, which I got emotional watching that. I did. The Star Wars logo is now back to being yellow gold. You know, I appreciate that. But it was amazing. Oh, and Finn didn't get interrupted by Rose. He got blasted by a TIE fighter. Which, that made that scene much better, even though I still believe Finn should have died in that moment. Okay, I think it would have been a triumphant moment for Finn. And one of the shortcomings of that film for me. It's amazing how much Luke living at the end changes the perception of that movie going into Episode 9. Now, Luke's not there, as you'll see, as you saw in my previous video on Mark Hamill. It just puts a different aura around the entire film because Luke is living, and it makes that force projection thing seem so much more badass with Luke rising back up and the music coming on, and it made that moment powerful. There was like 3 or 4 moments in this movie that were powerful Star Wars moments. Ivan had a hell of a job on his hands because it's one of the worst films ever made in the history of cinema. I mean, Rian Johnson didn't even edit the thing and put musical scores in correct places, in my opinion. It was epically awful. And he made it watchable, okay? He took the cringy out of probably the most cringiest film I've ever seen, that I had that sort of expectation going into. I loved the Rocky type training montage for Rey. I know it wasn't real long, but it made the point. I liked him putting in the deleted scenes and trying to incorporate some other things in to get some more context to scenes. Like when Luke was, trying to read Kylo's thoughts, and he could see Kylo in all of his glory and with his mask on and everything. There's still things about the movie that's rough, but it has nothing to do with Ivan at all. It had to do with Rian Johnson and losing Kylo's mask and, all of that sort of thing. He did the best he could do. You tell me what you think in the comment section below, Road Squadron, about Ivan Ortega's triumphant re-edit of The Last Jedi, taking it from possibly the worst movie ever made to fucking watchable. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.